Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something really exciting to show you. You've probably seen football squares before, that classic prediction game where you pick a square, wait for the score, and hope your numbers come up. Simple, fun, and perfect for watching games with friends. But here's the question, what if you're a fan of European football, also known as soccer? MLS is growing fast as the top professional league in the US and Canada. Millions of people follow the English Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. And the FIFA World Cup is just around the corner, 48 teams, incredible matches, fans from all over the world cheering for their favorite national teams. So I asked myself, why isn't there a football squares version for soccer? The classic game was built around American football scores. Soccer is completely different. So I built my own adaptation, and today I'm going to show you exactly how it works. This is Football Squares, Goal Minute Edition. Instead of quarter scores, we use the minute of the goal. Every goal scored is a potential winner. Every match becomes a game within a game. Stick around, I'll show you everything. So I created this Google Sheets template, and a full step-by-step guide on how to use it. Let's walk through everything together, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to set it up and start playing. And I should mention, this template actually comes with 3 versions, 100 squares, 50 squares, and 25 squares. Today we'll be walking through the 100 squares version, but the rules and setup are exactly the same for all 3. One key rule, you'll notice some cells are highlighted in yellow. Those are the only cells you need to interact with. Enter all your data there, and everything else will be calculated automatically. All other cells are protected, they contain formulas and can't be edited. So don't worry, you can't break anything. First things first, let's add the players. Head over to the player name column and start entering names. You can have up to 100 players in a single game, so whether it's a small group of friends or a big office pool, this template has you covered. Of course, you don't need 100 players, the more players you have, the fewer squares each person gets. And the fewer players, the more squares per person. Totally flexible. And remember, if you have a smaller group, you can always switch to the 50 or 25 squares version on the corresponding sheet. Once players are added, you'll want to track payments. Each player has a paid column with a simple yes or no drop-down. But here's a handy shortcut, at the top of the paid column there's a special drop-down that lets you update everyone at once. Just select Mark All as Paid, Mark All as Unpaid, or Clear, and it applies to all 100 players instantly. Next, enter the teams. You'll see 2 drop-downs at the top, one for the home team and one for the away team. Just select the team names and you're ready to go. And if you need to edit existing teams or add new ones, just head over to the Teams and Logos sheet, make your changes there, and the drop-downs will update automatically. Now let's set up the game. In the Game Settings section you have a few things to configure. First, Square Cost. This is the price each player pays per square they hold. Next, Currency. Choose between dollars, euros, pounds, or even a coin emoji if you're playing for fun. Then, Pot Reserve. This is the percentage of the total pot you want to keep aside, maybe for charity, or to roll over to the next game. Totally up to you. Reverse Winner. If you enable this, every goal produces 2 winners instead of 1. And finally, Injury Time Cost. This is the price for the plus square. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Now it's time to assign squares to players. You can do this manually by clicking on each square and selecting a player from the drop-down. Or, you can let the template do the work for you using the Squares Manager. Randomize numbers. This shuffles the digits 0 through 9 on both axes of the grid. So every game the numbers are in a different order, nobody knows in advance which square is going to be lucky. Clear Numbers resets the axes back to default. Randomize Squares, this is the fun one. Click this and the template will automatically distribute all players randomly across all 100 squares. Fair, instant, and no arguments. Clear squares removes all square assignments if you need to start over. Randomize the plus square assigns a random player to the special injury time square. Clear the plus square removes that assignment. And clear all, full reset. Everything goes back to 0 and you can start fresh. Now let me quickly explain how the squares actually work, because if you've never played before, this is the key part. Let's take an example. A goal is scored in minute 4. You select 04 from the minute drop-down and choose which team scored, let's say away. The goal log immediately shows you the winning square coordinates. In this case, 04. The first number is always the horizontal axis, the second is the vertical axis. So you find 0 on the horizontal axis and 4 on the vertical axis, and that's your winning square. It gets highlighted automatically so you can spot it instantly on the grid. The template also shows you the name of the player who reserved that square. If reverse winner is enabled, there's a second winning square, 4-0. This time you find 4 on the horizontal and 0 on the vertical. And one more thing, if you're playing with extra time and the goal minute is 3 digits, like minute 100, don't worry. The template always takes the last 2 digits. So minute 100 becomes 00. Same goes for any 3-digit minute, for example, minute 118. The last 2 digits are 1 and 8, so the winning square is 18. The plus square wins whenever a goal is scored in injury time, that's 45 plus, 90 plus, 105 plus, or 120 plus. We'll come back to this square in a moment, but first, let's talk about how payouts are calculated. So how does the payout actually work? It's simple. Take the total pot, that's all the money collected from players. Subtract the reserve amount, the percentage you decided to keep aside. What's left is the prize pool. Then divide the prize pool by the number of winners, and that's what each winner gets. One small thing to note, payouts are rounded down for easy cash payments. That's why in the reserve amount cell you'll notice a little approximately equal symbol, because the actual remaining may be slightly higher than what you originally set. The template shows you the exact actual remaining at the bottom of the tournament results section. Let's quickly run through the summary bar at the top. Total pot, the total prize pool formed from all player contributions. Total paid, how much has actually been paid so far. Still owed, how much is still outstanding. Reserve amount, the portion kept aside as planned. Players, the total number of players in the game. Squares reserved, how many squares have been taken. Available squares, how many are still free. And injury time slot, this shows whether the plus square has been assigned or not. And now, back to the plus square. This one deserves a special mention. The plus square wins every time a goal is scored in injury time. Every single one of those counts. And here's the thing, if multiple goals are scored in injury time, the plus square wins multiple times. The player who holds it keeps collecting a share of the prize pool every time it triggers. That's why it can be very valuable. Now, how you use it is completely up to you. You can come up with your own interpretation. But here are 2 ideas. First option, price it higher. Since injury time goals can happen multiple times across a match, the plus square has a higher chance of winning than a regular square. Charge more for it, it makes sense. But then again, if everyone knows how valuable it is, everyone will want it. So what do? Here's another option, keep the price the same as any other square and use the randomize plus button to assign it randomly. Nobody knows who gets it until it's done. One lucky player receives this bonus square on top of everything else they already hold. It's like a golden ticket. A joker. While everyone else is competing for their regular squares, one person has this extra hidden advantage. That's exciting. That's what makes it special. And of course, feel free to come up with your own rules. That's the beauty of it. And one more thing before we wrap up, this template is not just for goals. Double-click the soccer ball cell in the top left corner of the squares grid and you can switch the game mode from goals to yellow cards. The winner is determined exactly the same way, by the minute digits. So if you want to make the game even more active, yellow cards happen a lot more often than goals. Something to think about. So that's my interpretation of football squares for European football, soccer. 3 versions to choose from: 100, 50, or 25 squares, depending on the size of your group. You can play on goal minutes or yellow card minutes. You can include extra time or stick to regular time only, just don't enter those extra time goals and the template handles the rest. And of course, that special injury time plus square that you can assign with a single click of a button, turning it into a lottery ticket that creates incredible suspense right until the final whistle. I hope this gives you and your friends a whole new way to enjoy the beautiful game. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And if you found this useful, a like and a subscribe would mean a lot. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your squares.